And we
are
are live. And I've got this further away from the wall than I would like.
No.
Because I've got set up as though it's a Zoom meeting.
I was wondering why the table is so far away.
No, it's all right. There we go. I've been sort of going back and forth between YouTube and Zoom meetings.
What with your lordly duties now?
I don't want to think about it.
Your lordly duties.
The only person who should really be concerned with my lordly duties is the cameraman
and the toilet
and the 50 or so subscribers that I have on OnlyFans.
I didn't even know you had one.
I don't.
I'm not even a subscriber to your OnlyFans.
One day I'll have an OnlyFans.
Also, Panther from HR is back here. Hello,
yes,
Panther
he is.
HR.
Actually, can you move in that direction a bit?
But then I'll be blocking Panther from HR. There he is. Look at him. He's such a good boy.
He's got his own little chair now.
He's got his own little chair.
Here. Take your chair off in that direction.
Okay.
No. It looks like he's moving again. I can't rely on him to stay still the whole time. That's the problem.
Oh, you're so cute.
You know what? Actually, if he's holding that space, it actually works out for the balance of this shot.
It does.
I think.
Such a good boy.
So yeah, I've got a lot of people who are already here. I'm very glad to see
we've
that.
Already got
David is here. Charity, Ansgar, Kristen, Tactless, Gabriel De Leon is here. We've got a full house. Mark has come along as Kathy is here. We've got everybody, so many people. It's great. Elizabeth and I already mentioned Charity, but they and Kathy, but they are eyeing. And
well, he is a good kitty.
With the thing.
He is a very good
And Charity has a device for me. Yeah.
You should make the comments bigger.
No, arms, that kind of. I should make the comments bigger, so that way.
Comments bigger because then you'll be able to actually see them.
I mean, I have a device for you for later, but it's a different sort of device.
Ooh.
It has attachments.
Oh, how fancy!
It's the immersion blender. I mean, I've shown it to you before, but I want to show it to you again.
Oh, okay. That's cool. That's all right. Okay.
I'm glad that you like it. Gunvid the Viking is here from California, eh?
Kitty.
And we are here as well. I actually have to do the thing where I actually say the thing. Say the thing. Good day, everyone. I'm David Anthony, the Foxy Bard.
And I'm Twig.
And together we are Drunk and Disorderly. And welcome to Foxy's Drinking Hour, where the first thing I will do after 3 minutes of banter.
Whoa, okay. That was sorry. I looked at the thing and I was like, oh, there's 11 people here. And then I looked at you and then I looked back and it's like, oh, now there's 18 people here. Not that I'm upset, but
it just happens that way sometimes. There's also a delay.
There is a delay.
And there's I'm sure glitches in the system. I see that Hannah is also here. And Therion Sean.
That
make sure that
like
everything is in tune.
I like the way that you say Therion Sean. It's just
Therion Sean.
It's very magical.
Do you find my narrative magical?
It's magical.
And bewitching.
It's magical.
Enchanting. Actually, enchanting I think is a better term for me than bewitching. And Heidi is here.
Oh, okay. I'm very out of tune.
And as our Scooter and Loshas.
Hello.
Yes, they did. They did a fairy event today.
They did do an event today.
We're starting to go back into the real world. So actually, I should make an announcement. I don't know if I should because I don't know if they've officially made the announcement yet. Last I heard, they called me and they told me what was going on, but they said not to say anything.
Oh, I don't think that they've made that announcement.
All right, so somebody has yet to make an announcement. But when they make the announcement, there will be an event, and we will tell you what that event is, and we're going to perform there in person. It'll be great.
So we have a few things that we at least think are going to happen, and we will. I don't know if we're super allowed to announce them yet, but when we do, we shall announce them on the social medias.
Indeed.
So go follow the Foxy Bard on Facebook and Instagram.
So apparently George Renfair is running around as well.
I did know that.
Tactless.
I did know that.
You did know that?
Yeah.
I did not hear about that.
George's entertainment director is
fun.
Well, they're not always
contact.
Yep.
Yeah. So, well work there one day, I'm sure.
I'd love to.
When they call
Georgia
us
Ren
back,
Fair.
it'll be great. So I'm actually going to switch to the guitar now that I've tuned the
Oh,
bouzouki.
well. How about you use this guitar because I spent so much time.
I shall.
You just use
I
it
shall.
just this once.
I shall.
Because I spent so
I
much
shall.
time tuning it.
I shall indeed. Do you want the Baron?
I guess. I don't
Where
even know
is
what we're
Baron?
doing. I don't know. It's over there.
Where?
It's over there.
Over where?
It's behind.
Oh, it's behind
It's in
there.
the corner.
Very well. And the tippers are both in the corner as well, I believe.
And the cat is also in the corner.
So yeah, Scooter, by the way, has confirmed no announcement yet. We'll see if Nerf opens this year, but we are at least getting to that point in the year where things are starting to solidify. Not everything is opening back up, but some things are.
The thing is, the things that are happening are happening with like some kinds of restrictions because COVID.
As you do. Which is why, of course, I have that thing right there. Yes, that. The fox mask. You see, I'm pointing to it.
Oh, it looks like you're not pointing to it from my perspective.
From your perspective, but look at the screen. You see, I'm picking its nose.
Wonderful. What are we even doing? Oh! Ah!
Tell you a story about a man named Johnny Tar. He was a hard drinker, son of a preacher, always in the bars. With a lager from the taps and pints and ready from off the shelf. He got up and he settled into like a bubble as quick as the devil himself. Johnny Tar! Burning around, Johnny Tar was no pretender. Declared to hear they loved the beer, but Johnny Millen a bender. Down in Tiki Max, right, Sutter at the Swan. He was driven by 7, by 10, and 11, well, all the booze be gone. Johnny Tar! Even if you saw it yourself, you wouldn't believe it. Couldn't trust a person like me if I was you. I wasn't there. I swear I had an alibi. I heard it from the man who knows. Telephone says it's true. It's 9 in the morning on a cold and rainy night. Johnny went up to the castle bar looking to get tight. He had money in his pocket. He had whiskey in his eye. He says, get up with your asses and pick up the glasses. I'm drinking this place dry. All the serious boozers soon were broken-hearted. When Johnny finished with 6, he was holding it started. Guzzling down the pints and knocking them back the candy. He was looking alright to be drinking the night with no regret at the brandy. Even if you saw it yourself, you wouldn't believe it. Wouldn't trust a person like me if I was you. I wasn't there. I swear I had an alibi. I heard it from the man who knows. All of it says it's true. He finished off his glass and another pint or two. It made him impression. He started a session on his millennium brew. He finished off his glass and his face turned green. The chase Johnny fell down after only 19. You could have heard a pin drop. The crowd went on a roar. It took 5 cork women to lift Johnny above the floor. The doctor came along, says you better call the horse. Is that what you're thinking? It wasn't the drinking. This man died of thirst. Johnny Tar! Even if it's hard to say, you wouldn't believe it. Couldn't trust a sis like me if I was you. I wasn't there. I swear I had an alibi. I heard it from the man who knows it says it's true. Even if it's hard to sound, you wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't trust a person like me if I was you. I wasn't there. I swear I had an alibi. I heard it from the man who knows it says it's true. Johnny Tar. Thank you very much. Good gentle saw. Ernie says that apparently Bristol is up and running.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it is currently, but it will be in July.
Will be.
Yeah, they have announced that one will be running. We won't be there.
We will not be there. No. The fairs that we will be at aren't official yet.
They aren't official yet, or at least.
Actually, no. So 2 of them aren't official yet, and 1 of them is official, but us working there is not yet official, but it will be.
Yes, it will be.
So and then there's the other fair that hasn't gotten back to us, and the other fair that is waiting for us to get back to them because the other one hasn't gotten back to us. And then there's South Carolina, but that's in November, and I'm not worried yet.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Anyway, so there's a lot of stuff in the pipeline, but basically,
Oh, is there stuff in the pipeline?
trying to book gigs at Renaissance fairs. For those of you who haven't worked Renaissance fairs, which is, I know a lot of you have.
Yeah, a lot of them have.
A lot of you in the audience have. But for those of you who haven't, trying to book like legitimate paying entertainment gigs, especially as a pro act, as opposed to like,
is a challenge.
It's very challenging, especially because they don't all run on the same schedule in terms of like when they decide to hire people and make final decisions. So it's a lot, and a lot of them are just like you can be like, hey, do you have an answer yet? And they'll be like, maybe. And then you'll check back in and they'll be like, maybe. I'm going to ghost you for a while. And then I'll get back to you maybe a month later, perhaps. I don't know. We'll think about it. I mean, obviously some people have more luck than we do, but this is generally how it goes with fairs.
I mean, and then occasionally though you do get the fair that you don't have to pull teeth with because they like you and you like them, and they are run by very nice people, and then things are a lot easier. And if this was any other year, then we would just be telling you we're going to be blankety 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 blank.
The COVID has settled already. The COVID has definitely made it a lot.
Makes it unsettled. Makes
harder
everything
than
unsettled.
It usually is, and it's already kind of a baseline level of hard. So
indeed.
That.
So that being said, good gents all, we have a tradition here on Foxy's Drinking Hour that every week we choose a booze that we haven't tried yet. The mystery booze this week is Ballotin. Ballotin.
So
is it a ball of tin?
I think it's Ballotin.
Ballotin?
Maybe.
Yes. Ballotin, we did have once before.
We had it once before, but it was not this variety.
Butter.
It was peanut butter. We kind of cheated this week, and that we know that this brand is good.
Chocolate.
We have not actually had this variety of it. So
not this particular one. So we
last time we had it with peanut butter, but this time we're just doing chocolate. Last time was peanut butter and chocolate. So
indeed. Shall we?
Man.
I already poured you your shot.
No, I'm just looking at how much alcohol.
Oh, 60 proof.
I'm gonna need to take a lot of it then. Them's the breaks.
It be the truth.
I'm gonna need it today.
It be the way.
Need it today.
Very well. Sláinte. Oh, I like it. Oh, it's got a kick in the end, but you can kind of swish it around in your mouth forever, and it just feels sweet and delightful. And then you swallow it, and you remember, oh, that was alcohol.
I don't even taste the alcohol with that one. It just tastes like chocolate juice.
and do you not like the chocolate juice?
No, I like it, and I like
the chocolate juice.
To get me drunk, but yeah,
the chocolate juice. As I sit beneath the spruce, and everybody just lets loose while eating boiled goose.
Boiled goose. I do know that we know one of those songs for certain. I don't know if he knows the other two. I certainly don't.
All right.
You do know that one. We haven't done that one in ages.
Which one? Mickle Do or the Tinker?
Well, I don't know if I've ever done Mickle Do with you. But Jolly Tinkerer, I do know that one, but we haven't done it in forever.
So Delaney's Donkey. I don't believe I know Delaney's Donkey at all. Although it's one of those things. There are a lot of songs out there about so-and-so's animal, whatever that animal happens to be, like Neil Flaherty's Drake, or I don't know. Then there's also Tullinahaw, which doesn't have the name, but it's about that lady's cow.
Oh,
yeah.
I've never actually listened to it that much.
You don't listen when we.
I know. I do listen. I just don't absorb the lyrics.
There, you're gonna have to wait a long time for this, Captain Douglas. Just so you're aware. Just so we're all on the same page.
Oh, do I really have to tune that big boy? All 18 and a half strings.
It's me-sized.
Fine, I guess.
You don't like watching me tediously tune 12
Who
strings?
doesn't like David tediously tuning all of his strings?
So many of them too.
So many strings. Boop, boop. Are you not entertained by the guitar being tuned? The
I'd
sad
better
part
remember
is
how to
that
sing this song.
we already have a guitar that's in tune. I tuned it myself, but he doesn't want to use that one because it's not enough big dick energy as this one.
It's me sized. All right, your guitar is you sized. My guitar is me sized. It's not an unreasonable thing to demand that I get to have one that's me sized and you get to have one that's you sized.
It's a little unreasonable.
Right. Here's a song about the Tinkers, which is to say the folks that go door to door repairing pots and pans and what have you, which I believe is the exact same.
Toy makers? Aren't they also toy makers?
I mean, you can be, I guess. It's not outside of the limits of the job description, but it's not like integral to it either. I guess, what kind of toy do you want?
Just sing a song.
All right. Where was I? Right. I went down a shady lane at a door I chanced to knock. Do you have any pots or kettles with rusty holes to block? Oh, indeed I have. Don't you know I have? Tell me right, believer laddie, well, indeed I have. The mistress came up to the door and she asked me to come in. Says he welcome jolly tinker and I hope you brought your tin. Well, indeed I did. Don't you know I did? Tell me right, believer laddie, well, indeed I did. Tin, you see, is a metaphor for something else. I'm not precisely sure as to
what is it? I don't know.
It's made of tin.
What's tin?
She led me through the kitchen and she led me down the hall. The servants cried the dibble as he come to block us all. Well, indeed I have. Don't you know I have? Tell me right, for little laddie, well, indeed I have. She led me up the stairs, me lassie, she shows me what to do. Oh, she fell on the feather bed, so I fell on it too. Well, indeed I have. Don't you know I did? Tell me right, for little laddie, well, indeed I were. Somewhere. Right, where was I? Oh, then she picked the frying pan and she began to knock to let the servants know that I was busy at me work. Well, indeed it is. Don't you know I was? Tell me right, for little laddie.
I thought that was going to be a different rhyme, but then it wasn't.
What?
I thought that was going to be a different rhyme, and I was all ready to sing it, but then it wasn't that.
We're getting there.
Oh, okay.
You're starting to understand what the song's about, right?
It's about a penis.
I wasn't going to say it, but I'm glad you're here to say it because now...
That's penis spelled P-E-N-I-S.
Where was I? Right. Well, I had me work cut out for me. There was lots of holes to block. But for me, the work is easy when I've got me trusty...
Cock.
Yeah, that's cock spelled C-A-U-L-K. It's a white sticky substance that comes out of a gun. Don't you know it is? Indeed it is.
Just like the good old times.
Yes, indeed. Although in the good old times we were outside and standing up, which meant that my hip thrusts were a bit more obvious. It's kind of hard to hip thrust when you're sitting on a stool. Oh, where was I? She reached into her pocket as she pulled a 20 pound. Said, take this jolly tinker and we'll have another round. Well, indeed we will. Don't you know we will? Tell me right, for little laddie. Oh, indeed we will. I've been a jolly tinker. 20 years or more. That was an interesting harmony. I like that.
Nice try, okay?
Yeah. But such a lovely job as this I've never had before. Oh, indeed. Don't you know I haven't? Tell me like for little laddie. Not since 2019, anyway.
Yay!
So yeah, that's a little ditty of the Jolly Tinker, and a version that you may or may never hear ever again. That's one thing I like about our songs. Oftentimes you'll hear a version of our song, you'll never hear it again because it involves silly banter. That may or may not repeat itself.
You act like you're surprised, as if you didn't do this every single time you perform with 3 Pints Shy.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but probably. Well, I mean, part of the
it is a lot like the Lusty Young Smith. It's part of a series, really.
It is. It's part of the Working Man series.
The Working Man series.
The hard-working members of the working class.
Hey, I like my stupid little quips about working class and stuff. And hard members. Hard-working members.
Lords and ladies. Oh, sorry.
Byron Lee, you are never late. You arrive precisely when you mean to.
Most of the songs about the hard members of the working class are about they're dirty. That's just kind of how they roll. Except for one, which is Biker Hill, which is ostensibly not dirty.
It's not dirty at all. It's
just
a nice worker song.
No, but there's the one about. There's like 3 about blacksmiths.
Yeah, I know.
There's a lot about blacksmiths.
Something about banging metal.
Something about banging that metal and being all sweaty and
here. Well, let me see if I can do the thing where.
Are you gonna? You should have showered beforehand. Oh wow!
Am I sultry enough for you?
Yeah, they're so sultry. So sultry.
The wet hair helps. It really does. It adds to it. If it was dry, then I would just be Animal from the Muppets.
Isn't there another one about Tinkers, or is that the only one?
Well, there's a Tinker's Wedding, but that's not. That's not really. That's a different meaning of the term Tinkers. There's a Tinker of the profession, and then there's Tinker, which is to say another term for nomadic peoples.
Yeah, okay.
Nomadic peoples.
Okay, good.
Because we're not even talking about Roma. We're talking about a completely different ethnic group.
Let's do another
known as
song.
the Travelers.
Let's do another song.
Oh, Second Wind. I'm going to have to look that up.
Well, that was the joke, you see, Lush, whenever we did it on stage, was that he would be like, the hard members of the working class, and then I would be like, to the left, and I'd be like, ha! Freudian slip! Wink! And the audience would be like, ha-ha! Penis. I don't know.
I'm glad that you enjoy the banter we do over and over again.
Because I always have to do like the lines that are like the obvious straight man lines.
Come up with a funny line and you won't have to be the straight man.
Well, it's hard to do that when you're like, you have to say this one line that's going to lead. Somebody's got to be the straight man.
Very well.
Make the sacrifice for you, dear.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch to Bazooki for a second because I had a sudden urge to do a Foxy Bard original.
Oh boy!
It's not Second Wind. I
didn't know that was an original of yours.
Second Wind? Of course, that's
maybe it is. Maybe I did know that. I don't know. It's been a while.
Let's do a different original, one that I will never get tired of because it's in a minor key and therefore it matches the darkness in my soul or something.
Can you? Yes.
You're on guitar.
Okay.
Yes. Cava 3.
Amazing.
Across the sea we're sailing, and now the winds are failing. But come the lunar trail our chance. Our heading can't be right, is messing with the light. Now all that's left to do is drink and dance. 1, 2, 3, 4. Into a sea of whiskey, and the waves are getting risky. The casino spins around and no land can be found. Father of our ship has shattered, sail is torn and tattered. We never make it home, I think, but at least there's one to drink. Hey, hey, hey! Alcohol, alcohol, alcohol is free. Alcohol, alcohol, alcohol is free. Alcohol, alcohol, alcohol is free. Alcohol is free. Alcohol is free. The mast is swinging. As for us, our ears are ringing. And the silence singing on the boat. We don't even have a storm brewing. And the whiskey's still flowing. Ain't that a way of going if we'll ever get home? Sailing out of the baby, come to the church without a chance. I hadn't kept you right, listen to the light. Now all the stuff I do is sing and dance. Now in Greek, las wicked Dragenia, Mrs. Tingenia. Hoy vos trabajar sta nieta, salatas non mi rota, pues versi metta boca, si poi vos trova io crevena. See a chair and table. Let's get up now that we're able to read outside the pub does fall. As the landlord yells last call. Our risky ocean was a vision, product of a poor decision. Tomorrow we will take the trip again and home and never end. Alcohol, alcohol is free. Alcohol, alcohol, alcohol is free. Alcohol, alcohol, alcohol is free. 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 Hey! Did you like that?
Yeah, it was fun.
Is it good for you?
I don't know if it was as good for me as it was for you.
Fair enough. Fair enough. That is totally fair. Whiskey. This week's show is brought to you by Ballotin Chocolate Whiskey. They are not paying us, but we are drinking it anyway.
And Baraka is here. Hello. We love you too.
So yes, I believe was it Mark that suggested Juice of the Barley?
Sure. I don't know that one, but that's okay.
That's all right.
It sounds like an Irish song, so I
it's on me. It's on. It's
ham it up on the drum.
Probably.
You can take guitar if you want. I don't know the chords.
Do I usually do that on guitar? Yeah, I'll do it on guitar.
What do you mean usually? This isn't a usually song.
I don't know. It was a usually song once. It's on my first album.
Yeah. I wasn't there for that.
Neither was I.
Like 10 years before I joined the band. All right, you don't want this one.
I prefer the me-sized one.
You want my glorious guitar.
So yes, the drink is chocolatey. It is chocolatey. It is Ballotin chocolate whiskey, and it is very chocolatey, and I am enjoying it immensely. Yum 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 yum. As you get to enjoy the lovely ASMR
Here, let me
sounds of me.
I'm annoyed by this, and I'm not even
Licking my lips.
not even on the other end of the microphone.
Very well. Let me see. Where am I with this thing? Somewhere here, I guess.
You're gonna have to stick around till the end of the show for that one. We will be doing it, but it'll be at the very end.
Yes, we do.
And
in heaven there is no beer. At the end of every show.
At the end of every show.
Something like that.
This drink tastes like alcoholic Nesquik.
Who doesn't like alcoholic Nesquik? Oh, in the sweet county Limerick, One cold winter's night. This song is semi-autobiographical. All the turf fires were burning when I first saw the light. In the sense that this song was written a couple hundred years before I was born.
Okay.
Well, a drunken old midwife was tipsy with joy.
We stand.
We very stand. Not only was the midwife tipsy, my mother was tipsy as well. As she danced from the room with her slip of a boy, singing Bunyanamo, sun gone up, and the juice of the barley for me. It occurs to me, by the way, that line is in Gaelga, which is to say the Irish language. So I'm going to have to teach it to you. That's right, you.
Wow, why?
Singing Bunyanamo, sun gone, and the juice of the barley for me.
Can you spell that?
Okay.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
It means the milk is good enough for the calf. So let's try it. Bunyanamo, Sangorna. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Just drink a little bit more of that and you'll sound better, trust me. And the juice of the barley for me. I was a gossoon, 8 years or so, with me turf and me primer. To school I did go, in a rumble-down schoolhouse without any door, where lay the schoolmaster blind drunk on the floor, singing Bunyanamo, his son gone, and the juice of the barley for me. At the learning, I wasn't such a genius, I'm thinking, but I soon bet the master entirely at drinking. Not a wake or a wedding for 5 miles around, but myself in the corner was sure to be found, singing Bunyanamo, his son gone, and the juice of the barley for me. But you know what happened? I got older, and I had to mend me ways, because you see, one morning the priest read me out on the altar, said he'll head up your days with your neck in a halter. You'll dance a fine jig between heaven and hell. His words in it frighten me, truth or to tell, singing Bunyanamo, son gone, and the juice of the barley for me. And then you know what happened? I learned a very important lesson, because I have a confession to make.
Confess that, sinner.
And that confession is, well, it's coming up in the next verse. Singing Bunyanamo, son gone, and the juice of the barley for me. You see, very next morning, as the dawn it did break, I went down to vestry, me vows for to take, and there in the room sat the priests in a bunch, round a big roaring fire, drinking tumblers of punch, singing Bunyanamo, son gone, and the juice of the barley for me. That punch wasn't high C, I'll tell you that. Well, from that day to this, I have wandered alone. I'm a jack of all trades, and a master of none, with a sky for me roof, and the earth for me floor, and I'll dance on my days, drinking whiskey galore, singing Bunyanamo, son gone, and the juice of the barley for me, singing Bunyanamo, son gone, I've been working on my soprano voice.
That's why you're Lord Foxy.
Yes, and the juice of the barley for me. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done that one. Maybe true. Yes. So yes, they are appropriate for Omer. It
Have
is
you
true.
been counting damn Omers?
Tonight is 36, I think.
Oh. You haven't been counting damn Omers, have you?
Maybe. Is it 36? Or is it 35?
I
I kind of lost count somewhere around 23, to be honest. I know that 33 was a while ago because I didn't bother to cut my hair because my battery on my thingy is not. Yeah, it's a Jew thing. Theoretically, I should have cut my hair on Thursday. I not should have, but I would have been allowed to, and I kind of wanted to because it is starting to get just a little bit out of hand.
It's very scraggly.
It's very scraggly,
Lots of
and
scraggles.
but my little what is it called? It's not really a razor.
It's like one of those trimmy things.
It's one of those
I don't
trimmy
even know
things.
what it's called right now.
Whatever, the battery's
yeah,
dead.
Those things.
Friday was 33. I thought it was Thursday. I'm losing track of reality. Again, I lost count of 23. What do you want?
I expect better.
I haven't made it to 49 in years. I have a confession to make.
Confess that, Sinner.
Thank you very much. I haven't made it to 49 in years. It's true.
Anything
I
else?
used to be.
Alright.
I used to be a. Today is 34. I was wrong.
Well, maybe it's a good thing your razor didn't work now, did it? Isn't it?
Yeah. Either way. What else? Indeed. Mark has often felt that this is his life. I'm assuming that he is either referring to the song about juice of the barley or not having idea what day it is. Either way, that's my experience in a nutshell. I'm going to pour another glass of booze as this recent discussion of numbers and Omer has left all of our non-Jewish audience completely in the dark.
Including me. I'm not even in the audience. I don't even know
You're
what
not
we're talking
completely in
about
the dark.
anymore.
You kind of know what I'm talking about. It's the whole thing of
A little bit.
It is written in the Bible that starting on the day after the holiday, which is to say Passover, you shall count for yourselves 49 days, and then the 50th day is another holiday, and barley is involved.
Oh. I always
Because
forget
that's how the climate works.
Well, I have a confession
in
to
the
make.
Eastern
Is that
Mediterranean.
I always forget what the middle ones are. The middle holidays. You know, let's call them that. You
The
know,
middle holidays.
You know, not
What,
the
just the stuff between Passover and Rosh Hashanah?
Yes, pretty much.
So those
Well,
are the
there's
middle
Arbor
holidays.
Day. I like the Arbor Day one.
Well, that's not there. That's before Purim.
Oh, well, I don't know. Well, that's my point, is that I always get them mixed up, and you keep telling me what they are, and then I immediately forget what they are. So I have a terrible proof. I don't know. I don't know.
Indeed, it be true. I cannot say the bracha anymore because I missed it.
No.
Anyway, let's do another song. I just don't know what I want to do. You know, I tell you what. I can do. Yeah, why not? I'm going to switch to the Zaukadouk for a moment. The Zaukadouk. Because good chances are I have another confession to make.
Confess that, sinner.
Thank you very much. And that confession is...
Oh, well, you've definitely failed at that one.
Oh, that's not a halacha anyway. That's a Mida Hasidus, and I don't care.
Sure. All right.
It's my job. I can't stop doing the job.
I don't know what any of those words mean, so...
Fair. That's true. At any rate. Where am I? Tonight is 35. Today was 34. So, at any rate, I'm going to actually sing a thing. Right, what was the confession I was going to make?
I don't know.
I have a confession to make.
Keep track of your confession.
I have a confession to
I
make.
confess thou, sinner.
Thank you very much. Confession is that I am now officially family friendly.
Yay!
I'm officially family friendly because their Royal Majesties of the Kingdom of the East told me to do a children's song, and I did, and I won, and now I'm a sovereign bard and Lord Foxy, apparently, all because I know how to sing children's songs. So here is a children's song that comes to us from probably 15th century Spain in Ladino. Huh? Probably. But hey, according to the method as used by Lila, de Andalusia, who I trust because I'm pretty sure she knows what she's doing. Yeah, this is probably 15th century, so there.
Kitty.
Lila says so.
I don't know if y'all have seen, but there's a
you will.
cat behind
You will.
me. He's very cute. Just chilling back there.
Where are
Here
we?
he is.
estaba señor Don Gato, sentadito en su tellado, miau, 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 sentadito en su tellado, ha recibido una carta, porque quiere ser casado, miau, 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 porque quiere ser casado, con una gatita blanca, sobrina de un gato pardo, miau, 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 sobrina de un gato pardo. El gato Torina Vela ha caído desellado, ha caído desellado. Se ha roto 6 costillas, el espinado y el rabo, el espinado y el rabo. El color se arrentrera por la calle del pescado, por la calle del pescado. Al olor de la sardina, el gato ha resucitado, miau, 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 el gato ha resucitado. Por eso dice la gente. ¿Qué dice la gente? ¿Qué dice la gente?
I don't know.
¿Quién?
Why don't you ask the cat?
El gato.
That cat.
Señor Don Gato. Señor Don Gato. Tú sabes. Tú sabes. Tú sabes. Por eso dice la gente. ¿Qué dice la gente? 7 vidas tiene un gato. Miau, miau, miau. Es verdad. 7 vidas tiene un gato. Pero no me gustan las sardinas. Me gustan salmones, papi.
No, that's the only one you'll eat.
Solamente salmones para mi gato, para el señor Don Gato. Señor Don Gato.
You're so
Él
cute.
come solamente salmones.
No, he needs to have a varied diet. But that's his favorite.
No pollo, no sardinas, no pescado blanco. Salmones. Solamente salmones, papi.
Can I have the kitty? Can I have the kitty? Can I have him? You gonna share the kitty?
Okay. He likes it.
He likes it.
Trust me, he likes
Now
it.
he's just gonna sit on my lap because that's what he does.
So yeah, for those of you who do not know Ladino or Spanish, the two languages are very much mutually intelligible. For those of you who do not know, the song is about Señor Don Gato, Mr. Sir Cat,
Mr. Sir Cat.
Mr. Sir Kitty, who is sitting on the roof, and he gets a letter that a lovely white cat wants to marry him, and he is so excited. He falls off the roof and breaks his ribs and his spine, and it hurts, and he dies. And they go to bury him, and they take the funeral procession goes through the fish market, and the smell of the sardines resuscitates, and he's suddenly revived, Señor Don Gato. And thus people say that a cat has 7 lives.
Not 9.
No, 9.
Some reason.
9. No, 9. Hay 9 en los Estados Unidos.
Budget cuts.
Pero en España es 7. Sí.
Well, now he's
I
just
believe
sitting
that we
here.
shall do that one. Yeah, well, let's do that one. I feel up for that. So,
Xander has decided this is where he wants to stay.
what?
This is where he wants to live now. He just wants to be on my lap.
Yes, and that is perfectly fine until it comes time for you to actually play an instrument.
Oh, what are we doing now?
Well, actually, I can do something completely. How many languages are we speaking at the moment, too? In general, 4, mostly. So I speak English, obviously. Yo puedo hablar en español. Y especialmente con el gato, con Señor Don Gato.
Yes.
Me gusta Señor Don Gato. Und ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. Aber ich spreche Deutsch wie ein Kind. Wie ein dumm Kind. Ein jung, dumm Kind. Junge, dumm. My grammar's terrible. There's different endings that you're supposed to put on words, and I can never remember which ones are which. So my grammar sounds terrible. But we gaan maar niet met de België we niet met de België Vatika. Ivrit Shabbat Tanakh.
Okay.
Biblical Hebrew. I speak biblical Hebrew, which means I have problems remembering words for things like I can remember words for things like plowing, but I can't remember words for things like computer.
He just goes to Israel and is like, Sir, how do I plow my field? How?
אני צריך לחויב את השדה שלי.
I saw that your breasts were bare and you were naked.
Blood! All right. I should apparently do the cat came back. It's back. The cat came back at some point is a song that I should do. I should bring back. I feel like I missed a thing there. So insanity is absolutely a language. Absolutely. So those are the languages that I speak badly. And
what are the ones that you sing?
I sing in about 40 different languages. I can't remember which ones right now. Pick one though.
Oh, you want me to pick one?
Right now, just pick one real quick.
Breton!
What? Krypton?
No, Breton.
Oh, Breton.
Come on in. You still haven't learned it, have you?
It's just I haven't sung it in a long time and I need to review it.
I've been requesting this one for like 8 months now.
All right, next week I promise I'll have that ready for you.
Okay.
I promise.
All right.
I promise.
All right.
So in return, do you want another Celtic language or French?
Let's do French.
You want to do French?
Let's do French.
Do you want to do a pretty one or a silly one?
I don't have a preference. I'm fine with either.
Very well. Let's do a silly one. Actually, I'm going to do this one. I haven't done this one in a while, and I kind of feel like it. I like it. Good, gentles all. This is a song that I'm not going to bother really explaining because there's an English version. And I will go back and forth between the French and the English. So as you know what... So... Working on that one. So that way you know what I'm singing about.
Do I know what we're singing about? Okay. I thought that's what you meant by singing one.
I'm going to go a little higher, actually. I'm going to go into the key that it's supposed to be in, which I believe is G minor.
All right.
Which means I'm going to be singing in my head voice. Hope you don't mind.
I'm going to be struggling, but that's fine. Let's go into key that's bad for both of us.
La la la, je ne veux se dire la la la, je ne vous dirai la la la, je ne vous dirai. Il est un homme mobile, il sa femme est jaloux, il n'est pas jaloux sans cause, mais il est confus des deux. La la la, je ne veux se dire la la la. Je ne vous dirai, la la la, je ne vous dirai. There's a fellow in our village who is jealous of his wife. He's not jealous without reason. She's been cheating all her life. Sing la la la. I will never tell you la la la. I'll tell only you. Sing la la la. I'll tell only you. N'est pas jaloux sans cause, mais il n'est que des deux. Il ne peut ainsi l'amener au monde, je sais pas tuer la la la. Je ne sais dire la la la. Je ne vous dirai la la la. Je ne vous dirai. He's not jealous without reason. let me tell you what she's done. She goes out into the market, where she'll shag with everyone, sing la la la. I will not, I will not, I will never tell you, la la la. I'll tell only you, sing la la la. I'll tell only you. Je ne sais dire la la la. Je les vous dirai la la la. Je les vous dirai.
You like that little pause at the
I
end,
like
too.
that little pause.
It's fine.
I find that pause to be
What
delightful.
do I do with this baby? He doesn't want to move. He's very comfortable.
I mean, I
It's
suppose.
against the law to move the cat.
All right, somebody suggested Wild Mountain Time, and I definitely feel like we should honor that request. It's a pretty one. And soon we shall see each other again, and we'll be able to sing these songs in person. Pet the kitty. I shall pet the kitty with my face.
Ew.
Kitty likes it. Kitty likes it when I bury my face in him.
I'm gonna put him over there very gently, even though he's gonna be upset because he's very comfortable.
I know he's comfortable. He looks
He's
it.
very comfortable.
He looks comfy.
This is what happens when you sit on me during a show. Well, actually, I put him here, so I guess it's not his fault. All right. Oh, look
Fair
at
enough.
him. Look at him. He buries his face. It's very cute. All right. I'm going to stop talking about my cat now. Ugh. Come on, sweetie. There you go. What key are we doing this in?
D? Do you want to go higher?
I don't know. I haven't sung in so long.
Would you like to sing on this one?
I like that.
Why?
I was just like, I haven't sung in so long. And you're like, maybe don't.
I didn't say that.
Supportive David. Let's just do D.
Yes, I did just nom the pussycat and Twig's laugh on a live broadcast.
Yes.
I did, and I stand by my decision.
I stand
'Twas
by it.
consensual.
'Twas consensual.
And therefore, it's fine. All right, let's do this. Where am I? Right, I'm there. Oh, the summertime is coming. The trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme moves around the blooming heaven. Will you go, lassie, go, and we'll all go together where the wild mountain thyme moves around the blooming heaven. Go, lassie, go. I will build my love a palace by yon clear and crystal fountain, and around it I will pile all the flowers of the mountain. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together where the wild mountain thyme goes around the moving heaven. Will you go, lassie, go? My true love, she will come on. I will surely find no other where the wild mountain thyme rolls around the moving heaven. Will you go, lassie, go?
classico.
Summertime is gone, and the trees are red and burning, and the wild mountain thyme casts its seed in the purple heaven. With your gold classico, all go together, where the wild mountain thyme goes around the moon heaven. With your gold classico, all go together, where the wild mountain thyme rolls around the blooming heather. Will ya go, classico? Will ya go, classico? Will ya go, yeah, that was pretty. That was very pretty.
For the pretty song.
Alas, we will not be doing Green Fields of France. That's just a bit too depressing for me right now.
Green Fields of what?
Green Fields of France.
I don't even know that one.
Oh, I'll play it for you later. I did a music video for that when I was in college. I did.
That one.
Yeah, that one.
You showed me that music video.
I did show you that music video.
did.
It was terrible, wasn't it?
Yep.
That was absolutely horrible.
What, the video or the
video?
song?
Well, the song is incredibly depressing.
Was it the one with the graveyard?
Yes, it was the one with the graveyard.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I felt I did a music video for a very depressing song about World War I. And yes, I filmed most of it in a graveyard. The rest of it was filmed on the set of Journey's End, which was a play that I was involved in at the time in my college. Bottom line, we were doing a show that was set in World War I. I was a set designer as well as one of the supporting roles, and so I had to build a World War I trench, and then I also had an assignment to do a music video, and I figured, you know what, kill two birds with one stone. Let's do a something set in a World War I song, and do some videos of the guys in their costumes in the World War I trench.
No, I wish I was a theater major.
And then did some filming of another friend of
Your
mine
assignment
in
is
a cemetery, and then kind of edited together with way too many fade-ins and fade-outs. Like
yeah,
all
I remember
fade-ins.
I remember those.
I was young. I didn't know any better. Nothing but fade-ins and
I
fade-outs.
think that all things considered, it was pretty good.
No, this wasn't too bad.
It just had the thing that stood out the most was the fade-ins and fade-outs, because there was a lot of them. There were so many of them.
I don't think I did a single just cut from one scene to another.
It was all fade-ins
and fade-outs.
But that being said, apart from that, it was actually pretty good.
Oh yeah, even the part where the two guys are practically Frenching. Because I put them way too close to each other in the split screen.
Well, it's Fields of France, so you gotta. Also, I wish I was a theater major. Like, y'all get to do like music videos and stuff. I get to write like 20-page essays.
Nice. Anyways, we are at the top of the hour, which means that the time has come for us to finish off. Good chat to all. I'm David Anthony, the Foxy Bard,
and I'm Twig.
And
I almost told you to confess.
What?
I was about to be like, confess us! Not yet.
No, in a moment. We are Drunk and Disorderly. If you have enjoyed this time with us, drinking with Foxy, then you may feel free to click the like button and subscribe for more content. The more people click the like button, the more likely it is that the YouTube algorithm will assume that we are worthwhile. And that is ultimately what we are doing on YouTube, is is placating the algorithm. Oh, mighty algorithm, oh, glorious algorithm, that ye may suggest my videos to other poor sappy sinners in this world. Oh, great algorithm. So yeah. If you enjoyed the song, feel free to join us tomorrow at 8 o'clock for Foxy's History Hour, which, unless we got 10 sudden people coming in voting for one of the other things, it's going to be on Eleanor of Aquitaine. Magnificent Medieval Maidens, Eleanor of Aquitaine. It'll probably take at least 2 episodes, possibly 3. I'm lying tonight, so it'll probably take 20. At any rate, so join us for that. Also join us on Thursday at 6 o'clock for Cooking with Foxy, and join us again next week at the same time, the same place for Foxy's Drinking Hour. Actually, the Foxy's Cooking with Foxy might be at a different time this week. I haven't figured that out yet. Presumably it'll be at Thursday at 6. It might be Wednesday.
Okay.
I'll explain later.
Alright.
I had a conversation with Captain Tack this earlier.
Alright, we'll discuss that later.
We'll address that later. Feel free to patronize us on Patreon or buy our band on Camp on an album, buy our album on Bandcamp, or give us a one-time donation on Bandcamp. Where am I? Right. I have one more confession to make before we're done.
Confess us with
Thank you very much. And that confession is that I didn't just go to any theater in college. I wasn't just any theater major in any theater college. No. I went to a yeshiva, a theological seminary, to learn to be a rabbi and an actor and a historian. I got 3 degrees. 1 in theater, 1 in history, and 1 in Jewish studies. None of them are of any use to me. I mean, not in a technical sense. I mean, generally, I do use all of my skill sets in this job. I really do. I just didn't need the fancy piece of paper to do this.
Nah.
Anyway, here we are, and the point of the whole matter is that I learned things such as, in heaven, there is no beer. That's why we drink it here. And when we're gone from here, our friends will be drinking all the beer. They're good gentles. This is the part of the show where you tell me your personal theology. Tell me what you think is not in heaven. I had to think for a moment where I was. Tell me what you think is not in heaven. And I'll tell you why it's not in heaven, I guess. Por ejemplo, oh, in heaven there are no student loans, which is good. It'll save me the groans, because otherwise I'll be in debt until my bones are put into the grave. Oh, in heaven there is no beer. That's why we drink it here. When we're gone from here, our friends will be drinking all the beer. Oh, in heaven there is no moldy bread, so I guess that means instead I will have to shove croutons in my head, in my face hole in my head, which is my mouth, because there's no bread, croutons instead. In heaven there is no... I screwed that one up.
Pardon?
I could try that one again.
Pardon?
Alright, I'm going to try that one more time. Alright, here. In heaven there is no moldy bread, which is good because I won't end up dead. And wait, I see a floating head. Turns out I did eat a little moldy bread. And I'm hallucinating. There's no beer. That was much better. That's why we drink
That's
it
what happens
here.
when you eat moldy bread.
Fair enough. When we're gone from here,
Hallucinate.
our friends will be drinking all the beer.
We don't condone the eatage of moldy bread on this show or in real life. Don't eat moldy bread.
In heaven there is no rum, which means I'll have to grab a pirate's bum, open my mouth and drink all his whiskey instead of is no beer.
I like that it comes out of his bum.
That's why we drink it
It's a very
here.
weird birth defect right there.
When we're gone from here, our friends will be drinking all the beer. I like seeing weird things in there. Alright, there we go. In heaven there are no Scadians. Instead we get some righteous Canadians who've taken up arms and have become paladins. And they're fighting for the religion of good manners, I guess. Oh, in heaven there is no... I don't know what goes on in Canada. That's why we drink it. There's too much going on in this country. When we're gone from here, our friends will be drinking all the beer. Oh, let me think. No, that's not gonna work. Where am I? Right. Etage? I'm not sure what that is.
No, I said eatage earlier.
What?
I said eatage.
Oh, I'm just reading that wrong.
And you read it as étage, which is pretty funny, actually.
Alright, very well.
Étage.
Alright, this one I can do. In heaven there's no extra syllables added into the lines of verses, which means that I'm going to be not saying quite as many curses. Instead, I'll just take my friends and murder them viciously and shove their bodies into the backs of some hearses.
Oh, well, that's nice of you to put them on hearses.
It's great when you don't have to worry about meter anymore. Oh, in heaven there is no beer. That's why I drink it here. When we're gone from here, our friends will be drinking all the beer. Oh, in heaven there are no mosquitoes. Instead, we've got a bunch of gatitos. And they're just eating salmones, eat paquitos, I don't know. Whatever it is that they sell on the street outside the house over here.
That's the kitty lump.
And that was terrible, by the way.
I think it might be hot dogs.
What?
I think it might be hot dogs.
Is that what they're selling?
It's either that or pretzels. I don't know.
Fair enough.
I haven't actually bought from them.
What?
I haven't actually bought from them.
You haven't? You really ought to.
Oh, really?
Well, it's not hot dogs, whatever it is.
Okay.
But you should support your local businesses.
I did. I just street
Especially when
vendors.
those local businesses are running out of a cart.
Them and their boiled goose.
Very well. In heaven there are no pants, which means that when I go off on my rants, they won't be able to arrest me in France, because you apparently can be nude there. It's legal, trust me. Oh, in heaven there is no beer. That's what my father said.
I see London.
That's why we drink it here.
I see France.
When we're gone from... I never actually wear pants.
No,
It's
you're
just
not
tights
wearing
all the
any
time.
underpants.
Our friends will be drinking all beer. Heaven there are no shrooms, which means that you'll have to go on Zooms and pay attention while they're hitting you with brooms. And then you won't have... apparently I did the shrooms anyway. I'm imagining things. In heaven there's no beer. That's why we drink it here. When we're gone from here, our friends will be drinking all beer. In heaven, dirty water dogs are the best, which is why I'm gonna take the rest and just hide them underneath my vest, because they're cute and cuddly and soft, and I want a vest full of doggies. Heaven there is no
You're having
beer.
a good night, aren't you?
I'm doing great. Drink it here.
I say as somebody who hasn't come up
When
with anything.
we're gone from here, Our friends will be drinking all the beer. In heaven, there are no panthers because they could not find enough dancers to prance in the fields and collect anthers. Those are those little things in the flowers, right? With that whole bit of pollen. Or am I thinking of something else?
No, that's correct.
I was right! In heaven, there is no beer.
The male reproductive organs of a flower.
Exactly. I'm not sure what the connection is, but whatever. At least it rhymes. Here.
It didn't make any sense, but it was botanically correct.
Here. Heaven, there are no chickens, which means that there will be slim pickings if you're planning on doing any licking, because you won't be able to lick the chicken, so you're going to have to lick something else. In heaven, there is no, it's finger licking, why are we drinking, or some other appendage licking. And when we're gone from here, our friends will be drinking all the beer and whiskey. In heaven, there is no beer. That's why we drink it here, so says Rabbi Eliezer. And when we're gone from here, our friends will be drinking all the beer. And Rabbi Yehuda, our friends will be drinking all the beer. Most of them, in fact, our friends will be drinking all the beer.
Yay! That kind of made sense.
None of them made sense. A couple of them made sense.
A couple of them made sense.
You know, as long as it rhymes, I consider it to be a
mild success.
a marginal victory, a tactical victory. Let us say. There. I used a military historian's term. All right. Good, gentlemen, all. Thank you very much for coming. I am David Anthony, the Foxy Bard.
And I'm Twig.
And what did I skip that had 3 votes? Was it Bad Parents?
Know.
I'll have to look later. Anyway, I've had a few of these. It's great. This is tasty. Enjoy Ballotin whiskey. Ballotin. It is made of chocolate and alcohol and chocolatey alcoholic goodness. Thank you for coming by. We are David Anthony, the Foxy Bard.
And Twig.
And I just addressed myself in the first person plural for some reason.
I thought it made a little bit less grammatical sense, but that's
the
okay.
insanity is starting to just seep in. It's fine. We do hope that you've enjoyed your time with us. Thank you for coming by, and we shall see thee
tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night at 8 o'clock for our discussion of presumably Eleanor of Aquitaine.
Yes. And that's Eastern time. And yeah,
it was disapproving. I'll do disapproving parents
for Foxy's History Hour. You're gonna have to do disapproving parents. I don't think we even were able to see the votes though. I think that we only see the comments. Oh, we're doing it now.
Fine, I'll just do it real quick. See what I can pull out of my arse right now. In heaven, there's no disapproving parents, which means that there's no one to pay rent because I'm a failure at life with an accent.
Wow, damn, dude.
Got some problems.
Your parents don't even pay your rent.
No, you do. No, I pay some of it. It's all right. Enjoy your day.
Wow.
I'm gonna
press the other button there.